What are the pros and the cons of living in North Richland Hills? That's one of the common questions that I get from clients that are considering moving into the area. So if you're thinking about moving to North Richland Hills or simply want to learn more about the city, this is a video for you. So please make sure to watch to the end because the cons will not only surprise you, but they can actually cost you money. And if we're just meeting, my name is Jaime Resendez. Welcome to the DFW Homeowner YouTube channel, where you'll find real estate information that no one else is sharing with you. All right, so let's dig in. North Richland Hills is located on the west side of the DFW Metroplex. It's located in Tarrant County and is about a 15-minute drive to downtown Fort Worth and about 35 minutes to downtown Dallas, assuming normal traffic, which essentially brings us right into one of the best benefits of living in North Richland Hills, which is its location. You're in a really good spot to get to where you need to be in most cases, because while you might not find a ton of employment within North Richland Hills itself, that's a little bit of foreshadowing, much of North Richland Hills is residential, which means that you're gonna have to commute for work, and in many cases that's okay because you're working in a surrounding city, especially since you're right down the street from Fort Worth, which is not all that far. Now, another really good thing about its location is the fact that you can have easy access to a lot of major highways, which again is going to really facilitate your commute. Now, as we know, work is not everything, and that's something you're going to really appreciate when you're living in North Richland Hills because of pro number 2, which are the parks and recreation. You have world-class amenities and facilities in and around North Richland Hills. You can get to a park, a hiking trail, a biking trail pretty quickly. Now, when the weather is not extreme, over 100 in the summer and under 32 degrees in the winter, you're gonna see plenty of people walking around, jogging, just enjoying the outdoors. Now, another huge benefit to North Richland Hills is the school system. The schools in North Richland Hills consistently get high grades from the independent reviewers that specifically look at independent school districts all across the country. Now, since I'm a real estate professional, there's certain things that I am not allowed to cover when it comes to schools. So I'm gonna link a lot of helpful resources down in the description for you to check out. Now, if you're finding value in this video, if you could do me one huge favor and let me know that you're here by commenting North Richland Hills down below. Now, at this point, you might be wondering, well, it sounds like everything is perfect at North Richland Hills. What are the downsides? Well, there are some downsides, as you can imagine, given that there's no perfect city. And one big downside to North Richland Hills is the cost of living. Housing in North Richland Hills can be hard to come by, most notably because of the higher real estate prices. It can get a bit pricey to purchase a home or even rent a home in North Richland Hills. Now, a lot of that does have to do with its incredible location, and on top of that, at this point, it's city locked, meaning that there are cities surrounding it, so growing North Richland Hills is not really possible, which leads us to another point. There's no significant new build construction happening in North Richland Hills because a lot of the area has already been developed. Now, a second downside to North Richland Hills is its lack of public transportation. On this particular point, it's no secret you do need a reliable form of transportation. There's not a subway, there's not a train, there's not a rail car, and there's not a bus to come and take you where you need to go. But of course, to be fair to North Richland Hills, this is not a North Richland Hills only issue. This goes beyond North Richland Hills and even beyond DFW as a whole. Public transportation is just not in our DNA. Now, the one saving grace when it comes to transportation though is you do have Lyft and you do have Uber, and given the location of where you find yourself in, most likely you don't have to travel too far to get to where you're going. Regardless if you're trying to get to school, get to an event, or get to work, most likely you don't have to commute that far. So Ubering and Lyfting is not unreasonable. Now, don't mishear me, it's not ideal, but you have options. And speaking of options, con number 3 is don't count on having a lot of employment options in North Richland Hills. North Richland Hills was built on a more of a suburbs business plan because guess what? It was a suburb of Fort Worth at some point. However, at this point, it's become indistinguishable from Fort Worth, so you don't know when you leave Fort Worth, enter North Richland Hills, and when you leave North Richland Hills and enter Keller, South Lake, Westlake, and all the other surrounding cities. But back to the point, when it comes to employment, you will be living in North Richland Hills, but not working in the same city. And in many regards, again, to be fair to North Richland Hills, That's the same thing that can be said for a lot of the surrounding cities around North Richland Hills. At the end of the day, the benefit of the location, the parks, the recreation, the access to an incredible school system far exceed any cons that are associated to North Richland Hills. So that's why we here at the DFW Homeowner YouTube channel give North Richland Hills a 4 out of 5 rating. And if North Richland Hills piqued your interest and want to learn everything about North Richland Hills from the moment that it was founded, check out this video right here. Or if you're interested in North Richland Hills real estate and want to see our list of preferred homes in North Richland Hills, check out the link down below.